Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to our channel Specc English Course and Club. And with our special program English is Easy. And with the topic TOEFL structure and written expressions. And the skill focus today is adverbial clause. Adverbial clause can be adverbial clause of time, cause, condition, contrast, or place. The function of adverbial clause is to modify the verb or the whole sentence, and the position can be in the initial position, mid position, or final position. Let's see the list of adverbial clause connectors. Adverbial clause connectors of time or swing time. Here we have after, before, until, as soon as, since, while, once, whenever, when, as long as, by the time. And then swing cause, let's see, as, because, in as much as, now that, since. And then swing condition, if, whether, in case, provided, providing, unless. Swing contrast, we have here although, even though, while, whereas. Swing manner, as, in that. Swing place, where, wherever. So those are the connectors. Now let's have a look at the example here. Before you leave, I will sign the check. Before, that is the connector, and then you as a subject, leave as a verb. And then we have here comma. I will sign the check. I as a subject, and then will sign, that is the verb. So which one is the adverbial clause? Yes, the adverbial clause here we have before you leave, and then I will sign the check, that is the main clause. Alright, so it is in the initial position or in the beginning of the sentence. Alright, so we have comma. And then the second example, I will sign the check before you leave. Which one is the adverbial clause? Right, so this is before you leave. Before is the connector, and then you as a subject, leave as a verb. And then I will sign the check, that is the main clause. The adverbial clause is in the final position. Now, let's see the next example. Because the students had rehearsed many times, their school play was very successful. Okay, we have because, that is the connector, showing cause, and then the students, a subject, had rehearsed the verb, and then comma, we have here, and then their school play was very successful. The school play, that is the subject, and then was, that is the verb. Because the student had rehearsed many times, that is the adverbial clause, and then their school play was very successful, that is the main clause. So the adverbial clause is in the initial position. Okay, and then the next example here. The school play was very successful because the students had rehearsed many times. Okay, the adverbial clause is because the students had rehearsed many times. It is in the final position. Now, let's practice recognizing the adverbial clause. Number 1, the mother is going to be quite upset with her son as long as he misbehaves so much. Which one is the adverbial clause? Yes, as long as he misbehaves so much. The connector, and then followed by subject and verb. Okay, alright. And then let's see the second example. Once the address label for the package is typed, it can be sent to the mail room. Which one is the adverbial clause? Yes, once the address label for the package is typed. Now let's come to the TOEFL exercises. Example number 1. Sentence completion. The prisoners were prevented from speaking to reporters because blah blah blah. Let's see here the sentence. The prisoners were prevented from speaking to reporters. Okay. We have the subject here, the prisoners, right? Yes. And then, do you have the verb? Right. So we have were prevented, right? So we have subject and verb already. Now we have the connector. Yes, because. After the connector, because, what do we need? Yes, we need the subject and the verb. Right. So, which one? A, B, C, or D that has subject and the verb? Well, the answer is D. The subject here, the superintendent, and then the verb did not want. Yes, right. Now let's see the second, that is error identification. Providing the envelope is postmarked by this Friday, your application still acceptable. Okay, now let's see the first part of the sentence before the comma. Providing the envelope is postmarked by this Friday. Providing, here we have, yes, what is it? It is a connector. Okay, so look at the connector, list of connector. Providing, yes, so it is true, right? And then here we have the subject. What is the subject? The envelope, right? Do you have the verb? Yes, is the verb. Is it true? The subject, envelope, and then the verb is. Yes, it is true because the envelope is singular, so the verb be using is. Now let's go to the second part of the sentence. Your application still acceptable. Yeah. Does it have any subject? Yes, your application. Does it have a verb? No, there is no verb. Okay, there is no verb. Okay, acceptable is an adjective. So there must be a verb here. What is the verb? That is. So the sentence could be, your application is still acceptable. Providing the envelope is postmarked by this Friday, your application is still acceptable. Alright, so which one is the answer? Yeah, that is D. So the one that contains error, that is D. Okay, alright. That's it about the adverbial clause. Well, if this video is useful for you, please share and don't forget to subscribe. See you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.